And welcome back. So, did a little bit of inventory management again. Changed some helmets around. What else did I do? Oswulf is back in the fighting line for now. Okay, let's head to Tanstart. There are disappearing villagers here. Shouldn't really check these. Though I am slightly tempted to try out this aptly named Hedge Knight. Taco, the Jouster. If I do that though and I end up taking him, I either need to let someone go or just accept that we don't have room for the Vala at the moment. He's also quite expensive. Taco the Jouster. Well, I don't know. We will want Hedge Knights eventually, they're just so good. Who would we let go if we decided to take him? We are not letting Oswulf go because he has a quest, and that quest is to upgrade our inventory size. So until that time, we are not getting rid of him. We're not getting rid of Gunhild. I think we'll keep Eilika. Sophie's staying. Avon is staying. Okay, Margareta is one I could consider letting go. Yeah, it's pretty much Margareta and maybe Magnachar, but we want to keep Magnachar for the peddler perks and the bartering, since I'm pretty sure we don't have access to servants or housemaids on the Crusader, or I've been incredibly unlucky in that regard. Then again, if we do try him out, he will stick around here for quite a while. I'm not sure exactly how long. I would also need to remember that he's here. I could make a note of it, I suppose. I also want to keep some money in case we find the training equipment. That would be very nice to have. I'll go ahead and buy some tools here. It's not the best price, but it's not the worst price. How about food? Food's mostly fine. Some of these grains are going to spoil, though. So let's buy one grains item here. One sack of grains. I guess just in case we get a really good one, and this guy's relatively cheap as far as Hedge Knights go. I guess I'll try him out, sure. Alright, so not good enough. Hit points is good, yes, but that's only 1 star. Resolve, whatever, unless he has mind over body. Even if he does, I'm not taking him, and he doesn't. Superstitious is absolute garbage, because there's a very well, it's not a nasty event, but there's an annoying event where superstitious bros get scared, and range defense is completely useless, so I'll just dismiss him. Okay, good talk. So now we need to decide if we are going for any of these 3 encampments. We won't know what we are facing, since we don't have the scouting equipment. Is there a falcon here? No. No, there is not. Also, we should probably sell some stuff here, even though the price kinda sucks. We do have the scrap tent though, so we could just recycle instead. Since our tool situation, we can actually... Our tool supply isn't full. I think we should recycle instead of selling at a subpar price. Yeah, I think I'm going to try one of these camps. The forest would probably be the worst. Now we could actually run into something very nasty. But I think we should survive, maybe with a few casualties if things go badly, but we should be able to survive against brigands and most compositions of undeads. If we get like a nasty undead encampment with like, let's say, 3 necromancers, then we are in trouble. But that is quite rare. So sure, let's play a bit risky and go for this camp here. Also, I have a retinue slot. Can I get anything there? I can get secure chests, which I don't think I'll be taking. I basically never take that one. I could get the donkey though, but I don't really need it at the moment. Might get it quite soon, but not just yet. So we have 2 ranged characters. Well, 3. But in case we run into brigands, it might be better to wait for nighttime. Not sure. Yeah, and we don't see what's here. So it could be brigands, it could be undead. Slight chance of orc young, maybe. Slight chance of goblins, maybe. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Jararik is not at full health. I don't think I'll wait for that, though. Would like to keep him, so let's try to keep him alive. If someone has to die, I guess it should be Oswald or Margareta here. Especially since Margareta doesn't get a rebound. Which, along with my Dover body, enables some silly things. Well, she doesn't get indomitable either, so it's a moot point. Let's not wait for night. Let's just go. You can't make out who you'll be facing. Attack at your own peril and be prepared to retreat if need be. Okay. What do we have? We have undead. Okay, so Wiedergängers and nachos. I don't think there's nachos present. So this should actually be quite easy. Okay, so I suppose we just hold position. There's no need to advance, really. And usually what I've found is that Wiedergänger plus Nacho undead camps are pretty easy, so shouldn't need to worry. And the Nachos will start to... the Nachos will stay put until the Wiedergängers have engaged us. So if we really wanted to, we could actually back off a little bit, and that might delay their involvement in the fight a little bit. But I'm pretty sure also that all the nachos will be tier 1 nachos, and it's not that difficult really to deny the corpses from them. So I think we just stay put. Just wait with everyone and see what happens. Well, we know what will happen. The zombies will slowly advance at us. And this encampment should be enough, easily enough. Well, actually 17. 17, so I think we'll need one more head if we really want the full 35 heads. So yeah, let's just end turn. Raimonda can shoot once. So can Magnachar. End turn, end turn, end turn, end turn, end turn. Akir can also shoot. And even he now has bolts, so if I wanted to, I could reload. Well, sure, why not? So we kinda did get lucky here. This is, I think, easier than Brigands would have been. Not as lucrative either, because Brigand camps can have some very nice loot. Just the Brigands themselves have pretty good loot, at least better than Wiedergängers. But yeah, this is very good for us. But as we start to move on to raiding these enemy camps, we should invest into the scouting equipment as well. Just to make sure we don't accidentally try to raid something that is undoable. Just go ahead and use these heavy throwing axes instead. Okay, here they come since the Wiedergängers have engaged. Okay, there is one mid-size nacho. So I was wrong in assuming that they were all tier 1s. That's fine, though I'm not afraid of these nachos. Even if they manage to get to tier 3 fatso nachos, that shouldn't be a problem at all. We have a pretty good group for facing something like this. Okay, Raimonda. Might as well use perfect focus now, it's fine. Go for this one. So manages to get 3 shots and all of them hit, but since she has only a tier 1 crossbow and no good damage perks, the damage is not that remarkable at all. Might as well engage with them. Probably just shield wall though. No, sure, whatever, it's fine. And Nicholas, just go for it. Don't necessarily want to get a kill on this flank to deny Nacho's feeding, but it really wouldn't matter that much. Let's just go for the kill here. Nice one. This zombie won't be rising up again. If it were a fallen hero, it would eventually rise up again, but regular Wiedergängers don't rise up without their heads. Okay. Margareta misses. Jarrik can do whatever, just stay put, I suppose. It's fine. If I had moved, Avon could get a hit in somewhere maybe, but it doesn't really matter at all. Might as well rotate the Crusader. And go for that one. Nice. Okay, that one lost its head. Let's adrenaline to deny the corpse. And Magnachar, just shoot at this nacho here, I guess. Manages to hit. Good. Okay. Sure, let's take that spot. And do we even want to kill this nacho yet? Let's not. Let's also not riposte. Okay, this nacho is trying to eat this corpse. It will not get the chance to do so. Okay, can play very aggressively. This is no threat at all. Kill this one. Kill that. Just shield wall. Goodbye. And Magna Jar. I don't know. Go. You don't really need to go anywhere. Just shoot that, I guess. So yeah, 3 nachos left. And I don't think they'll get to feed at all. Even if they do, whatever. This one might try to feed this. That is actually the only corpse I can see that might get fed on, maybe. Realistically. Or that one. Okay, now go for this one. Guess I should have adrenaline there, but again, it doesn't really matter. Okay, this nacho is being slightly weird. Swayhander is a really good weapon against enemies like this that don't have a lot of armor. Okay, this one might be able to hit Nicholas once or twice. That's fine though. Very easy fight. Kind of comparable to the endless rabble fights we fought earlier. There's basically 0 risk in this fight for a group like ours. Doesn't really matter if we have adrenaline or not, but let's do so anyway. You can... I don't know which one of these will rise up. Probably at least one. Let's stay there. Okay, at least not yet. They did not. And that's all the nachos gone. So 4 zombies remain. Now the only question is, are we able to kill all of them during this round so that we don't need to kill more of them when they rise up? It seems we are not able to do so. Unless Akir here is our hero. He is not. Okay, so we need to kill this one again. Won't be a problem. And that's that. Alright. Some decently valuable loot. Still haven't found even one famed item. But it is what it is. Got 1 level up out of that, the peddler levels. We will get resolve and fatigue along with the range skill. Because eventually with mind over body and perfect focus he'll be able to do similar things as Raimonda here. He'll even be slightly better at it despite a lower range skill because he gets Killing Frenzy. Let's see, do you get crippling strikes, but you don't get executioner. So kinda maybe a bit unfortunate that Raimonda didn't get any better damage perks. I guess we could get double strike though. And clarity exists as well. So those two. Yeah, well, she'll be pretty good against brigands and noble troops and the like. But against some other enemies, she'll be next to useless, maybe. So for Magnachar, let's go ahead and give you crossbow and firearms mastery. Could also have turned this guy into just a peaceable peddler. We might even consider still doing that, despite taking all of this range skill and crossbow stuff. We'll see. Probably won't, but let's keep an open mind. And I think we should start heading back. We have 3 days to go. We only need one more head if we want the full count. And we might just find like a barbarian party here somewhere. Do we need to repair or anything? No, that was such an easy fight. We took almost no damage at all. Is this worth anything? Not much. I don't know. I should probably go through these helmets as well and see what kind of upgrades we can give people. I'll give Magnachar a slightly better helmet because I don't want him getting... Well, actually, he does have steel brow. It doesn't really matter that much then, but I'm gonna let him keep that helmet though. Okay, need to be a bit careful so we don't run into a huge undead group that will annihilate us. So we'll save. If I like make a misclick or some foolishly rush ahead and mess and the autopass either doesn't happen or I forget that it exists and unpause the game when we see like one of those run-ending undead groups, then I reserve the judgment to save scum those situations. But I'll try and not let that happen in the first place. And why do I always automatically go to this hiring screen when I know that I need the roster spot open for the Vala? Okay, do we need anything? I guess we need ammunition. This is expensive, but let's buy it anyway. We need food once again, which is one reason why I wanted those food perks. And I also like the camp cook follower, so that hunting for food becomes more valuable. Hopefully we can find the Vala soon, since I'm starting to get a little bit bored of the north. Okay. So cutting it a bit close, we had 1 day to spare. Okay, so almost 5,000 crowns for that. Nice. We are not hunting for skull unholds. Could take a courier quest. I don't think we'll drive off barbarians either. And again, I click this hiring screen. Guess we should salvage some equipment at this point. And while we camp, there is the slight chance we'll actually encounter the Vala. So something like this. And salvage this thing, these, that, this. I suppose this as well. These 21 tools so far. These are worth a bit more. How many tools is that? Okay, not worth doing it for those. Let's do these. That, this, and that. Okay, 8 hours for 48. 9 hours for 53. Can we lower that? Yes, we can. Let's do 8 hours. There she is. There she is. Nice. Okay. The forests of the north are a primeval place. The span of a life is measured within months, and the climate is a perpetual state of autumn or winter, where the wildlife is as deadly as the weather. Walking through these forests is humbling. The trees here have outlived but the gods themselves, or so some would say. Your thoughts begin to wander further as the bridle path begins to feel endless and the trees curl inwards. The pressure builds in your head as you fall to the ground. The brush parts for a woman clad in furs holding a staff, focusing intently on you as you try to regain your balance. The noise stops and your mind clears. The woman speaks. Why are you here, outsider? Her brow furrows and she hums, but her lips part again. I know what you are, and I know what you have done, not just in this life, but the ones that have come before. Her gaze lifts as she loses focus with you and looks down the path, deep in contemplation. The weight in your mind begins to lift as a tide ebbs before it comes crashing back. However, as she fixes her gaze with yours, the wave doesn't come crashing back. It is still there, at the back of your head, restrained like a warhound on a chain. Something is changing, outsider. Something is coming that we can't stand alone and face. I do not care for your work, your motivations or hardships. I care about stopping the cataclysm of what is to come. She purses her lips. Shall we begin? The humming stops. The pain lifts as fast as it came. Despite what the people of the south say, the grip of the old gods remains firm here. Okay, welcome to the sorrow. And okay, let's check her out. She is pretty good. Gets fearless. Also, we have our full men in the fighting line. Let's take Oswulf out of the fighting line in that case, so we can add Tevala. She won't be of any use for a little while, but eventually she'll be one of our most valuable members. So Tevala has a couple of uses. You can use these chants that are like buffs for 3-tile range for your company. So heightened senses, for example, gives allies within 3 tiles of the Vala, including the Vala herself, a bonus to their melee and range defenses. Then you have Fury, which is like the offensive version of that same perk. Now you could also give the Vala the Warden, which is debatable how good that is, but it is like a semi-useful ghost summon that you have, and you can add another perk here which will make it slightly stronger. It will also improve the Vala's survivability. But I think the best thing that the Vala can actually do is inscribe runes for us. Now those are very helpful indeed. Not so much these shield runes, though those aren't bad either, but the weapon runes are exceedingly powerful. I think the PTR mod removed some of these as they viewed them as too powerful, but it seems like they're still present in the regular legends. So feeding, for example, will allow your weapon to get some stamina back for you on each strike. And power just boosts damage and so forth and so forth. So very powerful stuff there. And also armor runes, resilience is exceedingly good. Endurance is quite powerful as well. Helmet runes aren't quite as good as those, but they're still pretty nice to have. Now I think that these days to craft runes you will need uncut gems for that. So we might need to recruit Adam Sandler. Okay, so that's a joke obviously, but we will need to find some gems for sale if we want to get those runes. That will cost quite a bit of money. That is not a priority just yet, but eventually we will need to find those gems somewhere. We can find them as loot as well, but it's kind of foolish to try to rely on just looting them. Let's give her a helmet. So I suppose this kettle helm can be given to her. Give her this headband. This Vala's cloak is quite good as well. Let's give her these to go along with it. Now I think we'll just be leveling hit points, fatigue and resolve, but we might take like a +3 in melee defense every now and again, because in Legends it's quite difficult to completely remain out of melee range against every single opponent, so in those situations it does help that even the backliners have at least some melee defense. Don't really care about the melee skill, especially without stars in it. You can do some melee things with her. Was it this thing? Yeah. So if you hit with the staff she has, you apply a stacking debuff. Never really bothered to use that, but if you get stars in melee skill, pick up Backstabber or something, you might make that work. I suppose I should eventually try that. Not this run though. And yeah, she gets mind over body, so this fearless does come in handy. Hate of Nobles is whatever. But yeah, I've seen much worse Valas. And we do not want her to die, because I think it takes like 100 days for the event to even reset. So we would first have to wait for that 100 days or however long that is, then come back north and then wait for the event to happen again just to get another level 1 Vala. So we definitely don't want her to die. So if it comes between Jararek or even Leif here, they will sacrifice themselves to keep the Vala alive. Okay, so that's one of our major goals done. Let's go ahead and give her a throwing net as well, just in case. I suppose we'll also... Who has the bandage again? Does anyone have a bandage? You do. Okay, Avon, you can give the bandage to her. So... Probably won't be needing to use this, but they're there just in case. Maybe I should actually consider giving her a shield in there. but let's not do that. Anyway, so now we can get out of the north. Let's save the game once again, even though I'm planning on not save scumming anything. Just in case it crashes or whatever. So now, I think we want more throwing nets. We do have some, but we would always like more. We would also like to sell this equipment. There's always inventory management to be done in Battle Brothers, especially with the Legends mod. Okay, so we have a return item quest here actually. Let's do that. That's more money and experience for us. Where am I going? Northwest. That's slightly annoying with these mountains and this forest here. I hope Oswulf can actually provide his caravan upgrading services soon for us, so we can let him go. In case we actually find someone useful. I think that event only happens once, but I should maybe check if that happens twice. Don't stay in the forest, please. Okay, they're running from me, but they're running the wrong way. Okay, some raiders. Poacher, a few brigand poachers. This should be easy. So I guess we just fight on the hills. It's a bit annoying, but we'll go with that. Also, I should actually not go into this fight on the hills when the Vala has a broken helmet, because if those poachers decide to target him, or her, or rather, and manage to get a headshot or a couple in, she's just instantly dead. So yeah, maybe I actually sit her out for this one. That, or I give her a fixed helmet and a shield to go. Yeah, let's do that, I suppose. So not a great helmet, this one either. She won't be needing her Vala staff for a little bit. She does need to use it for the chants, but we won't have those for a little bit. Okay. Sadly, we don't have a better helmet unless we take it out of someone else's head. Which we could do, but I think that would be slightly overkill. Oh, this is in the forest. No thanks. Still in the forest. Okay. Now hopefully... Actually, I do hate these tundra hills. Those are bad, actually. Maybe we should wait until they run into the regular tundra. Yeah, let's do that. If we roll badly, that's going to be super annoying. So we'll just follow them around for a little bit. Like a sheepdog. Okay, there we go. There we go. So should be an easy fight. They don't want to come at us. Also, maybe I should have Elika using a shield, since we are no longer fighting the undead. And her battle-forged armor is not that great. Okay, I could go for some perfect focus action here. I think I'll just wait though. Blanca, the Vala will do absolutely nothing this fight. Sophie, let's advance one tile. Wait. Hold. Hold! Okay. So Jarrik has almost healed to full after that encounter with the Höllenhunds. So I can be quite aggressive with him here, I think. Until I get Born with a board though, we can't, or we shouldn't probably rush him for his full action points. Born with a board gives you a free shield wall twice when you haven't activated it yet. So I guess we just wait there. And Nevar, sure, you can go quote unquote activate them. So now they will rush us when we are engaged. But let's wait so that we counteract a possible daze or baffle or whatever that they could throw at her. Wait, okay, so Gunhild, move forward just a little bit. There they come. Raymonda, let's position her a bit. Don't want to take this shot, let's take this shot. Just turn with Blanca. And Magnujar. I don't know, go for that. Actually manages to hit. How the hell did you have 70% there? That is very weird. Okay, Sophie, just stay there. Nicholas, you can move one tile. Leif, you can get ready to take out this pike raider. Let's get rid of this dog. Okay. Slight lag there, so every now and again I get those micro stutterings, which I suspect I will be unable to do anything about, sadly. Okay. So Nevar gets stupefied. I forget what exactly that does, but it should be relatively harmless. And it's going to get cleared thanks to Resilient. So let's perfect focus here and take out this raider, who forgot his helmet for some reason. Okay, can't do a third one. So once we get a tier 3 crossbow, especially a famed one with boosted damage, we will be able to do quite a bit of damage even without those damage perks. Okay, Magnajar, take this shot. Nice headshot. Sophie can advance, but if we do advance, we need to take into account this two-handed axe. I don't think it's much of an issue, so let's do that. Might lose the shield, but it's whatever. And kind of the same deal here. This two-handed axe is semi-threatening, but it won't do that much, really, if it's even able to hit. So just go for that. It's only a 78 though, because, well, he does have 100 melee skill because of confident, but even that is not enough for 95 against this raider. Did get a hit in though. Okay, let's move Jarrik here. And this guy probably goes for the shield breaking. I don't know exactly. The damage probably will break it in one hit, but that's fine. Margareta. I can play kinda aggressively with Margareta because I don't care if she dies. If she lives, great. If she dies, whatever. That's one more roster spot for someone more impactful. So let's put her here against these two. Sure. It's a relatively safe position as well. This Bike Raider might be able to hit her, but he might also choose another target or just miss. The Smith doesn't have Steel Brow yet. Let's be a little bit more careful with him. Elika, what will you do? So yeah, this Raider might be a problem actually for Elika. We do have a shield, so we could equip that. I think we will. Let's go here. Equip that shield. Because she only has 48 hit points and her armor is mediocre. Okay, so the Stupefy, it's actually quite bad. Minus 50% damage, minus 50% fatigue, and minus 50% initiative. So actually kind of annoying debuff there, but it will like get cleared once I end the turn with him. With that in mind, I could maybe try to reposition thanks to the Battle Heart perk and the 59 melee defense that she currently has. Let's take this spot, go for this one. Maybe we get a kill. We don't even get a hit. Okay, let's wait in case they do another Stupefy on us or whatever. Akyur the thrower can start throwing things. Gets a hit. Not on the one I tried to hit, but that's a good hit. That's actually a headshot, so nice job there. And gets another hit. Good job. Okay, Gunhild. Gunhild. So we do want to keep her alive as well, since eventually she'll actually be a tanking god, thanks to dedication, a high resolve, 3 stars in melee defense. Doesn't get underdog though. But yeah, do want to keep her alive. So I suppose we could move here and maybe like shield wall or here. Doesn't really matter all that much. So I suppose we'll just take this spot then. And Torolf and Nicholas should be able to kill this raider. Okay, didn't die to one hit though. So we'll see. So I kind of forgot this guy existed. So he can get a hit in on Raymonda, but since Raymonda has completely intact armor and nimble, that won't matter at all. So we can just ignore this guy for now. Okay, we do not manage to kill this raider yet. Okay, they did a nice little rotation there. This guy didn't even manage to hit Raymonda. Okay. Failed to daze. Who? Well, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Blanca de Vala has retreated here. That's fine. The guy apparently went for a regular attack, which was kind of a foolish move, but we'll take it. Magna Jar, go for that one. Nice hit. Yeah, pretty easy fight. No real risk here either. Once we start meeting Hedge Knights and Brigand Veterans, it will get tougher again. Could kill their life. Guess we go for this raider next. Doesn't really matter if we're next to him or not, since we're nimble with undamaged armor as well. Margareta still missing. With 55 melee skill, that's understandable. Okay. The smith goes for this one. Misses. Nicholas. These guys are fleeing now. They don't have a monk, so we can mostly ignore them. This thug still hasn't acted. Okay, Crusader. Couple of kills there. These minstrels still haven't acted, so just in case they decide to stupefy the Crusader again, we'll wait instead of ending her turn. And Akyur could actually get his crossbow out at the moment. Especially since he doesn't have Pathfinder and never will. So sure, whatever. Need to reload it again, apparently. Go for this one. Raimonda. Okay. Should have shot at this one, but it doesn't matter. And now let's just mop up the survivors. Okay, can you kill this farmhand? Yes, you can. Okay, what happened? You got hit. What was that, actually? Slash hits Gunhild for a headshot. Okay. So yeah, this thug has crippling strike, so that's why we got a ripped ear, despite steel brow. Okay, sure. Take that. Take that. Take... Never mind. Okay, so this fight is over. Just need to make sure we get most of them before they're able to flee. Okay, we'll let these two minstrels go, but we'll kill this poacher. Well, not like we had much choice in that decision, but... Okay. It's over. Torolf levels, Margareta levels, even the Smith levels. Loot is whatever except for this bike, I guess. Okay. So the smith gets steel brow. I do like my steel brows. Rolls a +3 in both melee skill and melee defense. Good. And I guess he needs a little bit of help with resolve, so sure, take that +4 resolve. Margareta gets, I suppose, +3 fatigue. Yeah, if I have to let someone go, it's going to be Margareta. This 3-star melee skill just... It's kind of lackluster when you start with 45. Now, if she makes it to level 16 plus, on the other hand, then that's a different story, but that takes a long, long time. The campaign might even be over at that point. We will definitely be able to find better recruits. Okay, so you are going to be, I suppose, Battleforged. Could also consider Lithe. Could also consider going both Lithe and Battleforged. You don't have a huge pool of fatigue. Could also take Gifted. Could consider Rotation. Could consider Back to Basics. I suppose we want some short-term value out of you in case we do decide to let you go. So let's take Gifted. That is not only short-term value, but it is the most impactful perk here. Apart from maybe rotations, this rotation can really save people's lives. And let's give you +4 hit points. Okay. And then Turulf, the Sword Master. We do not yet know what weapon mastery we are going to be taking. Could maybe make use of rotation. Doesn't have the worst fatigue ever. But then again, we are going... Yeah, we are going a Battle Forged and we do not have Mind over Body. So I think we should skip rotation, especially since he'll be getting old, which is -10 fatigue. It's going to be really difficult to use that rotation if we go that way. We could just take like Crippling Strikes and Executioner. That is allowed. But Back to Basics might be the best one. I don't know. Rolls a nice +3 in melee defense. And I think it's the +3 hit points over the +4 resolve because of the lack of mind over body. So let's go ahead and take those hit points. So he'll reach 110 melee skill. That is very high. So we could take any weapon and he would be able to hit very reliably. So maybe cleavers. Those are quite stamina intensive weapons, but he does get battle flow. Cleavers are good weapons. Don't really have a cleaver for him, do I? Don't want to put him in the front lines just yet. And there are reach cleavers, which are quite good. Let's just go back to basics for now. Boosts survivability and grants training speed +10% once we get the training equipment. Okay. Let's return the Idol of Fertility. we will slowly start to make our way south. But that will be next time, since it's been an hour. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.